was the biggest difference tonight?
Well, obviously getting to a start, being on our toes, scoring off that power play early, just make sure we're dialed in like we wanted to be in. Just really from that point forward, just making sure we were trying to dictate the pace and make plays when we could.
How did you see that play where you steal the puck? What is it, like 30 seconds in?
Just trying to read the play, see what's open and see what I can pick off, and want to try and make sure I did wait just to see in case it went behind me or something like that, and didn't want to give up an odd man rush or anything like that, and just trusted myself to make a play, and luckily enough it worked.
What did this team show tonight, Mitch?
I think we wanted to bounce back like we were all saying yesterday, but that's what we did. We're happy with how we played. Enjoy it right now, but clear slate tomorrow. Be ready to go for Game 3.
What stood out to you about Morgan's performance tonight, Rielly's performance?
Mo was great. Really pushed the pace up front. Made a lot of great plays in the O zone. It was kind of all over the ice. Made some great breakout plays as well, and I think our D group did a great job tonight of breaking us out, making clean plays and getting the puck in our hands with time and space.
Mitch, were guys angry after the game Tuesday?
I don't think anyone's happy after that performance. So, it's that's what we got to realize is that's probably happening over there right now as well, and that's why you enjoy this just for the time being. When you get home, just do what you can to recover and be ready to go for Game 3.
Talk about the energy in the building tonight.
Yeah, it was great. This place is always rocking regardless, so it's been a lot of fun to play here, and especially when you get a game like that. But hopefully we can just keep giving something to cheer for, and I think we did a good job of it tonight.
It seemed like there was a lot of emphasis in getting pucks behind their D tonight. How much of an emphasis was there coming into the game about trying to expose Tampa's undermanned blue line?
We just wanted to be smart with our pucks, and they've done a good job of not giving us too many plays to the neutral zone, and we got a lot of guys in here that could scoot up the ice and make plays and get on D-man and strip pucks. So it's just an emphasis really for us every game, regardless who we're playing, and obviously we're playing this group now mostly, but that's something that we really try to emphasize, just making sure we're getting up there, making it hard on their D to break out, and we did a good job of it tonight.
This fan base is passionate, but I'm wondering what's going through your mind when you see fans getting into it with Janot and Maroon and Perry in the penalty box. Do you even know what's going on when that's playing out?
No, didn't really say it to the last second, and didn't really know what was going on. I don't know who was beside me, but I asked him. But we have a passionate fan base, so we're very lucky to have this fan base behind us.
Yeah, what was the biggest difference tonight?
Yeah, a lot of difference. More fun to watch. Yeah. Still, first period and half second, it's a tight game. Yeah, it doesn't matter how score. As Tampa is fighting with us. It's such a nice game. Yeah, it's whole zone. We dominate today. Defenseman zone. We block a ton of shots today, and defensemen really support for me. I was just want to say thank you, and keep going. 1-1. Tight series again.
How much does it help to get you settled in when the team scores so early? Puts you in advantage?
I don't think about this too much. I'm just focusing on my game. I try to. Doesn't matter what to score. I'm just try to play my game. But for sure it's easy. Yeah. By the time you got a 5-1 or something, yeah, you don't have nervous.
What's the difference for you tonight?
More. We talk about with our goalie coach, with Curtis. Maybe we'll see some nervous a little bit in the first game. Yeah, that's a big change for me. Yeah, first game in the playoff from Toronto. Yeah, it's so different than where I play. Yes, such a new things. Yeah, less nervous today. Just everybody said just relax and just enjoy this time.
What can you say about the big guys stepping up? John, Mitch, Austin, Willie, Morgan all had big offensive nights for you.
Yeah, these guys play great on a full season. Yeah, it's not surprise for everybody right now what this guy is doing. Just keep and go. We need these guys for sure.
What's it like for you to deal with Kucherov? Obviously, we know he has a tremendous skill. He always tries to get under your skin too, right?
This playoff time. Yeah. I don't worry about this. Yeah, whatever what he's doing, it doesn't matter for me.
What did you like about the atmosphere tonight, Ilya?
This is great. It's so loud. Yeah, I'm so enjoying. Yeah, this is nice.
What about Gio dropping the gloves? Luke dropping the gloves? Justin dropping the gloves? Three defensemen fighting tonight.
Yeah, we have a big guys, yeah. And this guy just protected us, me, you know, like the fun to watch this. It's really important for a team, how guys fighting. Yeah, this great for a team. You know, like I don't know how to say, we're not voice here or something. I don't know how to say it.
Yesterday, away from the ice, what did you do to relax, to kind of take your mind off?
On ice yesterday?
Off the ice, like at home. Like, how did you get your mind off?
I'm just off my phones, just watch some hockey. I'm just watching poker all day. Just to watch some poker, yeah, all day. Not bad. Sometimes we play a lot in what time we're in the plane. Yeah, with the guys. Just to watch, you know, like I want to just focus for different. For my baby. I'm staying with my baby and watch some poker. It was a nice day yesterday.
It was unreal. It was a pretty memorable moment, stepping on the ice and seeing the rally towels and just the energy on the ice, the intensity. It was surreal.
Your line seemed to have a really good night. Like, how did you feel game-wise today?
Really good. I think we played well. Obviously, having kind of two veteran guys with me was a ton of help. I think O'Reilly really stepped up and kind of put me under his wing there, and made the game a lot easier for me. So I'm fortunate to have him in the middle and carrying the play and really driving the force for our line. But I think we did really well and created some chances.
I know different level, but I was drawing going all the way a few weeks ago with Minnesota.
Say that one more time.
Drawing going all the way with Minnesota. I know it's a completely different level of the play, but
yeah. Yeah, I think that experience was wonderful. In that pressure moment, playing in sold out crowd and in Tampa, it was that's kind of where I learned the moments are important and the little details of the game. So I just try to take that into here and just try to support my teammates and try to be a contributor and an impact on my line and as well as this team.
When a team scores so early, does that melt the nerves a little bit that you're probably feeling, or do you have to wait till your first shift?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it kind of took a little weight off my shoulder. Obviously, my first shift, I was a little nervous, gripping my stick a little too tight. I think it takes a few shifts to kind of get it under me and make me feel like I belong out there. So it was nice to see it get on the board there early and give us the lead. But yeah, I still had a little bit of nerves in me.
You probably had to hold your breath after the penalty too. They had to kill off your penalty.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad penalty by me to start the game. Give them chances. Obviously, they have incredible power play. So I had to stay disciplined and try to stay out of the box. But yeah, it was an unfortunate call, and I'm not happy with it.
I'm wondering what you were sensing from your roommate coming into this game. Did you feel a big Tavares night coming?
Yeah, I mean he's dialed every day. So I see it coming every day from him. But yeah, I'm so happy that he got that. It's a cool moment. I know his family was here, so just really happy for him. It was a cool experience to get to watch that. Get to watch the hats on the ice, and I know he's going to be excited and talking about that one tonight. So.
What about all the stars stepping up? Mitch, John, Austin, Morgan, Rielly. They all had big nights in a really big stage in a game the team really needed.
Yeah, I mean this is where they step up. In the biggest moments in the playoffs, this is where we need them to step up, and they all did. They're leaders in this locker room. I look up to all those guys, and they kind of set an example for us, for me as well, and so it was awesome to get the kind of get us started and get the momentum for us. They've been huge and a huge impact on this team.
What stands out to you in particular about Rielly?
I think he can tip any puck, anything that goes near him. He can deflect. Just the way he catches pucks, it's he's probably the most elite player in the NHL with the way he handles the puck around him and gets tips on that. It's really fun to watch in practice, and I feel like I can give him an area pass wherever, and he's going to handle it, and he's going to get a good opportunity from it.
I was actually wondering about Morgan.
Oh,
sorry.
No worries.
Sorry.
Morgan, yeah, he's a very skilled defenseman. Obviously, he carries us on the back end. Makes plays. He's a good leader on this team as well. Someone I always count on and kind of learn from. So he's been a big part of this team.
John, after
a game like Game 1, do you sort of take it upon yourself to make sure that there's an appropriate response in the next game?
Well, I think as a group, we want to have a good response, and then everyone individually, I think, takes it upon themselves to respond and play better the way they need to. So I think no doubt for myself, obviously, wanting to go out there and play well, execute, and obviously as the captain try to set the standard and do a good job there. So yeah, nice job by our group tonight, coming out of the gates really well. I thought the first goal, drawing a penalty early, executing and getting on board, just really got us going and kept the life in the building. Fans were incredible tonight, so all around a good response, and yeah, happy with the result.
Just on the first goal, how crucial was that to get the goal in the first minute to really allow you guys to settle into the game?
Yeah, I mean, we get it. We earn a power play just from good structure and just being detailed right off the hop. And Mitchie makes a great play, draws a penalty, win a draw, and just get a puck to the net right away. Shoots it through. I think it was a defenseman, and used them as a screen. And anytime you can get on the board early, especially wanting to get off a good start, considering the way things went for us the other night, it just brought I think a lot of life for the group, and we fed off it.
Morgan, knowing the mood of the city the last couple of days, and what sort of the tension around the team, if you want to call it that, what did this night mean to you as a team and to you personally?
I think for me, I can only comment on how our group felt. We wanted to bounce back. We wanted to have a good start, like Johnny said. We wanted to, really respond after a game one that we weren't proud of. So for our group to come out early and have a good start, and to get on the board and to ultimately win the game is a great feeling. But truly, our focus is on what we can do. Each game, each day, keep chipping away. We're not really trying to spend too much time worrying about the mood around us and within the city and everything like that. We're trying to control what we have here and just take it one day at a time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some great shots, and it's just part of it, I guess.
For both of you, obviously, both of you had big offensive nights. How do you both personally carry this forward, keep the momentum going into Game 3, both personally and as the team, keeping this momentum going?
Well, I'm just going to focus on continuing to play well. Each game, they're all unique and different in their own way. Obviously, you get very familiar with your opponent, and you want to go out there and just execute and play well. Be detailed, as I talked about. I know for me in all three zones and connecting my game really well that way, and let the opportunities come from just good work ethic, execution, doing my job out there. And obviously, when you get your opportunities, you want to capitalize and make plays when you can and impact the game that way. So I think continue to just have the right focus and right mindset on the way your game needs to be, and the way we're connected as a group.
John, what was it like to see all the hats come down on the ice, and what did you think of the atmosphere in here tonight overall?
It was amazing. Our fans were phenomenal. Obviously, anytime you get a hat trick, and especially one in the playoffs, pretty cool, and obviously rewarded from some great plays from my teammates. Starting with Mo, had a hell of a night. So. Anytime you can contribute and you find a way to get three, always positive to do that, and just a sign of the group and how everyone's playing well together, and myself getting rewarded because of it.
John, little fist bump, Selly there on your first goal. Usually a little more stoic after your score. Is that just the moment? What this represented in terms of your team getting off to a good start?
Yeah, you're probably right. I think the emotion of the playoffs and. It was a hell of a play by Mo, and always great to capitalize and extend our lead and continue to build momentum off of a good start. And like I said, our building was jumping the night, and fans were phenomenal. So, it's playoff hockey, and you get excited, and you want to feed off that emotion.
John, you've mentioned Morgan a couple of times. He's always so modest. I'm just wondering what stands out the most to you about him on a night like today.
Well, I think just the way he can impact the game with his feet and just the way he was skating, not just when he's making plays and finding guys or obviously using his shot, which is such a weapon, but just even out of pressure out of the D zone and attacking middle ice and gaining zones and just changing the game that way, makes life so much easier as a forward. So just his impact in all areas and just how he uses his feet just to be so hard to handle, whether it's on the breakouts, coming through the neutral zone and attacking middle ice, or being aggressive in the offensive zone and then finding the open man like he did tonight. It was just an all-world night from him.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome, by the way. Just wondering if you wanted to say anything about John's night.
No, Johnny was outstanding. And, I think, obviously when your captain, has a night like he did tonight, scoring a hat trick in a big playoff game for us, bouncing back, it just speaks volumes about him. And, we could, be here all night talking about the great things that he brings, for our team on and off the ice. But, his actions spoke louder than words tonight, and we're tied up and we're going on the road.
You talked about a better response. You got it. Your thoughts on what you saw tonight?
Yeah, it was a great response. Couldn't ask for a better start. Obviously, to earn the power play to begin with, and then to shoot at the net right away like that. I thought just our overall focus and execution, I thought, was really sharp tonight. In that first period, we scored a power play goal, killed 2 penalties, scored a goal on 6-on-5 situation, scored a goal off a face-off. So the players, I thought, were really good today, and in all those situations I just described. That's Spencer Carberry, Dean Chenoweth, Manny Maholcha, getting the team prepared in all those areas, and then the players executing. So, from there, I thought we took care of the game well and got better in the second period even.
Sheldon, your big guys stepped up huge. John, Mitch, Willie, Austin, Morgan. Just a word on them on a big night in a game the team really needed.
Yeah. For sure. Right from the start, as I said, Mitch draws a penalty, shoots in the net, takes charge of the game for us right away. Obviously, that's the type of performance you're looking for from those guys. We need a response tonight in a big way. They took it to us pretty good the other night, and we needed to have a good day today, and we did. So now we have a series, and we're gonna get out on the road, and we'll have to play even better than we did tonight.
Sheldon, what were your thoughts on the Knies line and also just how Matt himself handled the moment tonight?
I thought the line was terrific. We'll watch it all back and everything, but it just felt to me like they were in the offensive zone, or at least out of trouble a lot. And Matt in particular, he takes a penalty in the first period. But I thought he skated well. It's hard on the puck. He made a couple great offensive plays. So it's a real good performance for him. And O'Reilly and Chari, they were real pros tonight. Just how they took care of him and how they took care of the game when they were out there.
Sheldon, how do you carry this momentum or these good feelings or these good vibes into Game 3? Can you, or how do you do that?
Well, I don't necessarily know that you can. I think what's important for us is to understand that today is now over. Just like, it took us a little time to get over Game 1, but it was over by the time we had our meeting and the next day and everything, and now you got to press on. It's no different here now in Tampa. We'll be doing the same thing. They're going to go back home. I'm sure they're going to get some guys back in the lineup, and they're going to play better. We're going to have to play better. That's just really it. So that'll be our focus here now, is to, we'll finally stay off the ice tomorrow. It's been a lot of days in a row here on the ice for the guys, and travel out to Tampa, but it'll be on us to regroup and have the mindset that we've got to play better and not get too excited about this one, because, like I said, the series now is really, truly beginning.
Sheldon, what stood out about Morgan's game tonight?
I missed who
Rielly.
Oh, Morgan. Yeah, I have to watch it all back because I think he ended up with 4 assists tonight, so obviously he's contributing greatly. The play that he made on Tavares' goal in the second period that goes from 3-1 to 4-1, he jumps up the weak side and joins the rush, gives Willie another option. To me, that's Morgan at his best offensively when he's jumping in like that. That's a big time play, that initiative there, and then ultimately leads to that goal, which is a game-changing goal, right? I mean, you take it from 3-1 to 4-1, and that's a big moment in the game there for us. And then I just thought defensively too. I thought he and Shen were real good, but Mo had tight gaps that he killed plays quickly, helped us break the puck out. So it was a good effort. Again, by him. He's certainly, again, another one of those key guys for us that needs to have a big response game, and he certainly did.
We're going to do 4 more. Eyes, Carey, Pierre.
It's a lot, Steve.
Sheldon, your captain usually is pretty stoic. That's just his nature. But when he scored, you see him with that fist pump, and that seemed to be reflective of your team tonight. They played with emotion, but controlled emotion.
Yeah, I thought so. A lot of guys didn't get too carried away, but I think that's just the level of respect we have for the opponent and the challenge that is to win games in the playoffs. So the guys are excited about getting the lead and being in a good spot, but it's a lot of hockey to play, and like I said, it's it's 3-1. It's still tighter there in the game. Like, there's lots of reasons for our guys to stay composed and have to stay with it. We took a penalty after the whistle in the first period today. Can't have that. There's still moments in the game that we need to be better at, and we'll feel good about the fact that we got a response here tonight, but we got to play better than we did today.
Sheldon, Ilya was saying that he was less nervous tonight. What did you see from him in a game that you do score 7 goals, but still need a few saves, maybe especially in that first period when it's not
I thought first of all, like I said yesterday, to me, I was really excited about how Sammy handled himself yesterday. He first of all acknowledged that he wasn't good enough, and that's one thing, but nobody wants to see a guy come in and be moping around or feeling sorry for himself or anything like that, and it was the opposite for him. He was he's all smiles, he's got energy, and he wanted to get working on the ice, and then he did a terrific job. He competed and battled on the ice. To me, wasn't letting anything get by him yesterday in practice. That sends a strong message, I think, to your team, and that's what you're looking for. And then he followed that up here today. I thought the guys took care of him tonight, both in getting a lead for him and in how we defended. We obviously the 2 goals we give up, there's some breakdowns there that we don't love, but for the most part, we really took care of him tonight in terms of the chances and the quality chances we gave up. There wasn't a lot there, but even though we score early, Tampa's got some flurries there. They're throwing some stuff at the net. I think the shots ended up being 6 or 7-1 to start the game, and there wasn't a whole lot of quality to it, but he was busy nonetheless, and he's got to keep it out for us, and he did that. So it was a good response for him. That's something for him to build on.
Sheldon, how pleased were you with your team's puck pursuit, forecheck, wearing down the Tampa D, spending long stretches in their own zone? Yeah,
I thought that was better tonight. Maybe not as much in the first period. Just Tampa's a good team, and at 5-on-5, I thought the game was pretty even in that first period. But in the second, certainly is what we think we're capable of doing in terms of increasing the pace of play, making it hard on the opponent. We were able to do that for good stretches. Vasilevsky made some unbelievable saves in there where he kept the game close, where we couldn't quite pull away, and then we make a mistake, it makes it 3-1, but we push back again. So I did like the pressure and the pace of play that we had here tonight, and that's what was required for sure.
Sheldon, how did the absence of Edmund and Chernak on the Lightning side maybe open things up for your offense, or do you feel it had any major impact on the way the game was played tonight?
Well, we scored pretty much right away, so we took control of the game, before they even had a chance to get through their rotations. But those guys are really important players for them, and they're great defenders and big parts of their team. So it was important for us to capitalize on them not being in at the same time. They're a team that, they are who they are in lots of ways because they've dealt with all sorts of adversity along their way. They won a Stanley Cup at one point with basically playing without their captain. And, those kind of things don't faze that team. So it wasn't anything that we were taking lightly in terms of how it was going to affect the game because we still respected them, but we knew we had to try to get on top of them for sure. But, the way we took hold of the game right away, we set ourselves up for success probably no matter who was in. But, we expect we'll see those guys back in the series here, and it's just another reason why this is not going to get any easier.